You ever been asleep, safe in your bed, but then you suddenly wake up and completely paralyzed? You can't move, you can't talk, you can't scream for help. What do? Stay tuned. We're talking about sleep paralysis. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to Divine Guidance, the channel that's dedicated to allowing your intuition to be the driving force of your life. I'm your girl Vana, and to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining the awesome community. I'm so pleased that you are here. And oh my God, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm in my car today because it is freaking hot outside. It is 98 degrees, so bear with me. I am in the car, in the AC. I wanted to be outside, but I did not want to be sweating on camera. So anyway, today's video is going to be about sleep paralysis. I'm going to talk about this last episode of sleep paralysis that I had. And if you guys don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'm guessing that you do know. If you're watching this video, you probably know someone who's had it. Either you've had it yourself or you've heard about it. But sleep paralysis is when your mind wakes up before your body. So your body automatically kind of paralyzes itself while it's sleeping. That way we don't hurt ourselves, because if you think about it, we have some crazy dreams. You know, sometimes we may dream that we are flying, we may fall from somewhere, or you know, anything. Just think about it. Just think about the weird dreams that you have, and sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh crap, I feel like I've been to war. You know what I mean? So this last episode of sleep paralysis that I had was actually not that long ago. I want to say it was maybe 3 months ago or so. And this time I actually had 2 episodes in one night. So this time I was laying on my back. I was in the house. Well, I wasn't by myself. My husband was downstairs, but he was not in the bed with me. So I was laying on my back, and they say that if you want to avoid sleep paralysis, that you should not sleep on your back. But it had been a while since I had an episode, so sleep paralysis was honestly the last thing on my mind. Wasn't thinking about it at all. So I go to sleep, and it happens. It's like textbook. Every time it happens to me, it feels like gosh, it always starts from the bottom up. It starts in my feet. I feel kind of numb, and it kind of feels tingly, kind of like when your feet go to sleep, but it's intensified. So I get the numb, the tingly sensation, and then it kind of buzzes. Like it feels like a vibrating sensation. It travels from my feet all the way up my legs to my torso, just everywhere. And while that's happening, it's getting stronger and stronger. And before I know it, I cannot move. But my eyes are awake. I can see my room. I can see that things are somewhat normal. Like I'm in my normal environment. So I get the legs thing, and then I'm completely paralyzed. And then I feel, I don't feel, I hear like I'm in a wind tunnel. It sounds like a fan that's really loud. It goes whoosh, 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 and then it gets louder and louder and faster and faster and faster. So I get that loud noise, which is annoying as I don't know what. And this time it felt like I know no one was there, but every time it happens, it feels like I'm not alone. But this time it felt like someone was standing at the bottom of my bed, pulling me. Like at first it felt like a gentle tug at my feet, but then the louder the fan sound got, the more intense the pulling was. And it wasn't like like pulling on my actual body. It felt, this is gonna sound really weird, it felt more internal. Like it felt like something was literally trying to pull my soul from my body. So that it started really soft and gentle at first, but then the louder the the fan got, the more intense the pulling became. And that at that point, I'm like, oh crap, this ain't good. And it felt like it lasted for a long time. It probably didn't last that long. But I realized, well, this isn't going to end anytime soon. So the only thing that I could think of, I couldn't move, I couldn't scream. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. I called on God. I called on Jesus, and I said in my mind, Jesus, please help me. Please make this stop. I command you to stop in the name of Jesus. And if all else fails, that always works for me. So I said that maybe 2 or 3 times, and then it didn't release me like suddenly. Like it kind of felt like it just got less and less and less, and then before I knew it, it was over. It was done. So I mean, obviously I was freaked out, and I wanted to stay up the rest of the night, but I felt myself getting sleepy again. So I turned on my side. I'm like, well, I'm gonna beat it at its own game. I'm gonna get on my side, and it's not gonna happen. Bull crap. Because I felt myself dozing off, and then I immediately felt the tingling, the buzzing of my legs, went up my legs, went up my body. I couldn't move again. This time I didn't feel the pulling sensation, but I did feel like someone was there. I felt like someone was in the bed, like behind me. It actually felt like someone was walking on the bed, making steps towards me, or either on their hands and knees crawling to me. But it just felt really close and really weird, and I was freaking paralyzed, not just my body, but in fear, just scared out of my mind. And I just immediately started to cry. And the moment I felt the tears going down my face, like I felt a tear go across the bridge of my nose, it slowly released me, and it was done. It was done. And it's happened to me more times than I can count. So I'll probably do a follow-up video and just talk a little bit about my very first experience where I felt like I was gonna die. Like I literally thought that I was dying. So that'll be an interesting story to tell. But if you guys have experienced this, go ahead and leave me a comment below, and I will respond back. I would actually like this to be a channel or a community where people of, you know, similar interests, we can just come together and share stories and express our feelings to one another. That way, when things like this happen, it won't seem so taboo. You know, we'll be open to talk about it. So, you know, if you have this experience or something similar, different, go ahead and leave your girl a comment and we can talk about it. I do have a follow-up video coming up to my Motivite video, because I combined my Motivite with a Herkimer diamond. So I got some pretty cool results and experiences just from that. So with that said, thank you guys so much. It has been an absolute pleasure as usual. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Go ahead and hit like, hit that bell notification. That way you're notified every time your girl posts a new video like this one. Go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you in my awesome community. And with that being said, I will talk to you in my next video. I love you guys more than you know. Talk to you soon. Bye.